Hello students, today we are going to start with the chapter Heredity and Genetics. Let us first have the introduction of it. Any recognizable feature of the human beings like their height, complexion, shape of nose and chin, color of eye, hair, all these are considered to be the traits. The transmission of these traits from the parents to their offspring is known as heredity. And this hereditary information is present in the gamete of the parents, which are transferred to the offsprings. Thus, we can say that gametes constitute the link between one generation to the next and pass on the maternal and paternal characters or traits to their offsprings. So, any of the identifying character of an individual is considered to be trait, and transmission of these traits from the parents to the offspring is known as heredity, and this hereditary information is present in the gamete of the individual of the parent, and that is why gamete is considered to be the link between one generation and the next, as it passes on the maternal and paternal characters to the offsprings. Now let us know what is variation. Variation means difference in characters or traits. Any difference in the trait among the individual of species is known as the variation. Variation basically means the differences. Difference in a sense like your parents and you have certain similarity between them. But there's a lot of dissimilarity also. There are a lot of differences also. These differences are due to the variation. So the offspring is never a true copy of the parent. Although we have certain similarity of our parents, but still there is a lot of differences, lot of variation. There are many kinds of variation in human species like free and attached earlobes, different complexions. So, some people are dark color, some are light brown, some are having dusky, some are fair. Different eye color, different height, some are tall, some are short, different chin, different hair color, different hair type, and different nose. Now we'll move on to the significance of these variations. Variation helps the individual to survive in the changing environment. The environment is continuously changing, and only those individuals who are able to bring about these variations will be lasting longer, while the other one will be discarded. So these variations allow the individual to survive in the changing and challenging atmosphere also. Now there are certain genetic principles. There are certain genetic principles discovered by a scientist named as a biologist named as Gregor Johann Mendel. He has laid certain principles of heredity. He explored different physical traits could be expressed in plant hybrids. What is a hybrid? Hybrid is the offspring which is being developed after crossing between the parents plants. And these offspring differ from the parent individual. Now, here's a picture of Gregor Johann Mendel. He is also known as father of genetics, commendable effort in the field of botany, and has given certain law of inheritance. That is why he is termed as father of genetics. So he performed certain experiments with the pea plant. He had a huge pea garden in which he performed certain experiments. Mendel chose pea plant for studying the inheritance because pea plants had a number of clear-cut differences like tall or dwarf, like round yellow and wrinkled seeds. So there was a lot of variation in the color and the appearance of the pea plant. That is why he chose the pea plant for his experiments. The another reason why he chose the pea plant was that these plants are self-pollinating. They do not depend on any of the agent for the pollination. He also chose the pea plants because many generation of these pea plants can be produced in short time span, and the study becomes much simpler in this way as compared to that with the animals. So these are the reasons why he basically chose the pea plants for his experiment. These are the certain traits, certain characters which he has taken. He has taken the seed shape, round and wrinkled, seed color, yellow, green, pod shape, inflated and wrinkled, pod color, green and yellow, flower color, purple and white, flower position along the stem, at the tip, stem length, tall and short. These were the traits based on which he has performed his experiments, which we'll be studying. But before that, we'll be knowing certain important terms which will be coming in this chapter. Firstly, what is chromosome? Chromosomes are present in the nucleus of a cell, and it is responsible for the transmission of hereditary characters. Gene is a hereditary unit and it is made up of DNA. Any small segment, any small part of the chromosome is considered to be gene, and this gene governs the synthesis of one of the protein that controls a specific characteristic of an organism. That is why gene is considered to be the hereditary unit, as it is responsible for the synthesis of protein. There are two types of gene, dominant gene and recessive gene. Understand these two types of genes with the help of example. Suppose your parents are having different height. Father is taller and the mother is shorter. And you have attained the height of your father. Why? Because the gene of your father has become dominant over the gene of your mother, although you're having the gene of your mother also, but it is not able to dominate. That is why you have attained the height of your father. So since your father gene has dominated, so it is considered to be the dominant gene and has expressed itself, so it is considered to be the dominant gene. The gene which is able to express itself in the next generation is known as dominant gene, while the gene which is still present but it is not able to express itself is known as recessive gene. So here in this case, the mother's gene is considered to be the recessive one and the father's gene is considered to be the dominant one. The recessive gene is always represented by small letters. And the father's gene, that means here in this case, the dominant gene is always represented by capital letters. Now, what is genotype? Genotype means the representation of the gene, the description of the genes present in an organism. We have studied that the females are represented by XX. So this is the genotype of the female. and the males are represented by XY. So this is the genotype of the male, the genetic composition of the male. So genotype is the genetic composition of an individual. Now we talk about what is phenotype. Phenotype means the physical appearance of an individual. The physical appearance can be tall, can be short, can be fair, can be dark. So phenotype means the physical appearance of the individual. First filial generation or F1 generation means when the crossing is done between the two parents, we get the new offspring, and this is known as the first generation or F1 generation. Now when the crossing is done with the first generation, when we get the individuals and the crossing is done among these individuals, they act as a parent and we get the second generation. This is known as second filial generation or F2 generation. What is allele? We have studied about gene, now we'll talk about what is allele. Allele are the alternating molecular forms of a gene. Here you can see a pair of homologous chromosome, and any part of the chromosome, any part of this chromosome can be considered to be the gene. Similarly, here is the recessive allele and here is the dominant allele. Now, both of these alleles are present in the same position, in the same locus, but both of them are performing the different functions. One allele is recessive and the other allele is dominant. So that is why it is said that the alleles are alternating molecular forms of a gene. The dominant allele expresses itself while the recessive allele is suppressed by the action of dominant allele. So any of the alternating form of a gene is considered to be allele. Homozygous condition means that suppose we have taken the example of a tall plant. T, capital T, is used to represent the tall plants. And if this is one allele and this is the another allele, if the same allele are present on the both of the chromosomes, then in such a condition it is said to be homozygous, since the same allele is present on the chromosome. Now, if different alleles are present on different chromosome, suppose capital T is denoting the tall character and small t is denoting the dwarf character. On capital T, this allele is present on one of the chromosomes while this allele is present in the another chromosome. So this shows that when different alleles are present on different chromosome, then the condition is known as heterozygous. In case of homozygous, the same allele capital T were present at the same locus on both the pair members of the pair of chromosome, while in case of heterozygous capital T, small t, different allele are present at same locus on the members of the pair of chromosome. What is mutation? Mutations, you can say a sudden genetic change in the chromosome is known as mutation. And these mutation are passed on from generation to generation. There are 50% chances of passing the allele to the offspring. So any genetic change brought about in the chromosome, any sudden genetic change brought about in the chromosome of an individual is known as mutation. These changes can be brought about by X-ray exposure, by UV ray exposure, and it has the tendency to pass on from one generation to another generation. Thank you, guys.